Heroes and History, Judith, Judy, Heumann. Read to you by Carol Brigham. Until the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, was passed in 1990, people with disabilities living in the U.S. had fewer rights. Laws did not protect them from discrimination. Places did not have to be accessible. The Americans with Disabilities Act gave people with disabilities more rights. Employers could not discriminate against people with disabilities. Public buildings had to have entrances, elevators, restrooms, and other facilities that are accessible. Businesses needed to be accessible too. This law did not happen quickly or easily. Millions of people fought for it for decades. They came together to start the disability rights movement. Judith Heumann was one of the greatest disability rights activists. People called her the mother of the disability rights movement. Early years. Judy Heumann was born on December 18, 1947 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Her mother and father were Jewish immigrants. They came to the U.S. from Germany in the 1930s. Her grandparents, great-grandparents, and other family members died in the Holocaust. When Judy was 3 months old, her family moved to Brooklyn, New York. Her father worked long hours in a butcher shop to support their family. When Judy was 18 months old, she caught polio. She had to live in an iron lung for 3 months. Doctors said that she would not walk again. They told her parents to put her in a special hospital for children with disabilities. Her parents said no. They would not separate their family. They took Judy home with them. After that, Judy used a wheelchair to get around. Time for school. When Judy was 5, her mother took Judy to kindergarten at the public school in their neighborhood. The principal did not let them in the building. He said children in wheelchairs could not come to school. Judy's mother did not give up. She took Judy to the Jewish school. The principal there said Judy needed to learn Hebrew. Judy learned Hebrew, but then the principal changed his mind. Because she could not go to public school, the school sent a teacher to Judy's house 2.5 hours a week. Judy's mother still did not give up. Judy was smart and needed more education. Finally, when Judy was 9 years old, she was accepted into a special program for children with disabilities. It was called Health Conservation 21. There were children of all ages and abilities in the class. Judy was a good student. High school. In Judy's school district, students with disabilities did not go to high school. They were supposed to learn at home. But Judy's mother fought the school. Judy was the first student from Health Conservation 21 to go to high school. She did well in school and graduated in 1965. College. Judy was accepted into Long Island University. She started college in the fall of 1965. In college, Judy started organizing rallies and protests. She worked with other students. They fought for more rights for students with disabilities. Judy majored in speech therapy, but she really wanted to be a teacher. At that time, there were no teachers in New York City who used wheelchairs. Judy versus the New York Board of Education. After graduation, she applied to be a teacher in New York City. She passed the written and oral tests. She failed the medical exam because she could not walk. She sued the New York Board of Education. She said she did not need to walk to be a good teacher. The judge agreed. She told the New York Board of Education to rethink their decision. Judy got her teaching license. She became the first wheelchair user to teach in the state of New York. Judy's trial was on the national news. People across the country heard about her. Other people with disabilities started writing to her. They shared their experiences with discrimination. Judy and some of her friends founded the organization Disabled in Action. People in the group fought for civil rights laws for people with disabilities. They protested in downtown New York City. They sat in the streets and caused a major traffic jam. Berkeley and beyond. In 1973, Judy moved to Berkeley, California. She joined the Center for Independent Living at the University of California, Berkeley. The center connected people with disabilities to resources like accessible housing, personal assistance, and transportation. At UC Berkeley, Judy studied public health. While she worked on her master's degree, she got a job in Washington, D.C. She worked on laws that would help people with disabilities. She helped develop the law that became the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA. Section 504 sit-in. In Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973, the U.S. government said that any program that gets money from the government could not discriminate against people with disabilities. The government created the rules for this law, but the rules had to be signed by the Secretary of Health, Education, and Welfare. The Secretary did not sign the rules. He delayed and delayed. This made people angry. On April 5, 1977, protesters gathered outside federal buildings in 10 U.S. cities. Judy helped lead the group in San Francisco, California. They wanted to force the secretary to sign the rules. Judy and her friends went into the federal building. They decided to stay until the secretary signed the rules. This started the 504 sit-in. Judy and 125 to 150 people stayed in the building for 28 days. Their sit-in worked. The secretary signed the rules. Politics and World Bank. Judy continued her fight for disability rights throughout her life. She spoke to Congress. She advocated for the Americans with Disabilities Act that passed in 1990. From 1993 to 2001, Judy worked for the U.S. Department of Education under President Clinton. She was the Assistant Secretary of the Office of Special Education and Rehabilitation Services. From 2002 to 2006, she worked as an advisor for World Bank. She helped them improve their policies and programs for people with disabilities around the world. In 2010, she became the Special Advisor on International Disability Rights for the U.S. government. President Obama created the role in the U.S. State Department. Judy was the first person to do the job. She did this job until 2017. Telling her story. Judy was not shy about telling her story. She used her experiences to help people with disabilities all over the world. She participated in documentaries, gave speeches, and wrote a book. She started a podcast to talk to other disability rights activists. She gave a platform to people who don't always have a voice. Judy died on March 4, 2023 in Washington, D.C. In her 75 years, she changed the world for millions of people living with disabilities every day. For more information about Easy English News, and to subscribe to our paper copies or our digital version, visit our website, easyenglishnews.com. For more videos like this, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.